breaking your silence this morning on how he was banned and escorted from Alexandra Park Avenue dump
it's worth
in
noting
West Belfast.
that just the asterisk on this is that I was never actually given any kind of official thing other than some man yelling
You
at
were
me.
told to leave a dump, though.
Yes, so
That is a pretty low point in life, isn't
It has to be a low point in life. Okay, so let's take you back to this fateful day where you did find yourself removed from a dump.
yes, I was in Alexandra Park Avenue Recycling Centre in North Belfast, and I was moving house. So I was clearing out all the stuff out of my house to move in with my now wife.
Aww.
And I was, I just gathered loads of rubbish. So I lived on my own, and I had like a garage, and I'd constantly just piles of crap in
Hoarded.
this garage.
You're a hoarder.
That I've been hoarding. So it's like old computers or old bits of electronics or whatever. And I was like, I don't need this stuff anymore. So I'll do the good thing for the earth, and I'll take it to the recycling
Also,
centre.
I imagine you're moving in with this woman. She's going to be your wife. The last thing she wants is all the old crap that you've been gathering
she
from
doesn't
years.
have the room because she's got all her stuff.
I get that.
got her crap.
I understand this. So you want the marriage to start in a as it means to go on happy.
Yeah.
And the
so
last
I got
thing
all
you
the
want
stuff.
Yeah.
And I thought I'll take it to the recycling centre and put it into things. So I'm in the recycling centre doing my thing. I'm separating out my plastics and
As you
my
should
electronics
be, because
and
you care about the
cardboard
planet
and all that stuff.
A good citizen.
That they need. So I'm doing that, and I'm firing all the stuff into the big skips. And the next thing, this guy comes over to me and says,
and this guy, this obviously someone who works here.
yeah, someone who works in the place. And obviously it's his job, to be fair. I'm not getting at him. It's his job, where he said, obviously, I'm not overly aware of how a commercial recycling goes, but I assume if you're a business, you then like come and you pay them and they come and take it away, or there's some kind of transaction takes place, because you're not supposed to bring all of your stuff from your shop and fire it in the recycling centre. But as is well documented, I work at a radio station. I couldn't be doing commercial waste if I tried, unless I'm putting CDs, which back in the day might have been a thing, but it wasn't CDs. Anything. But he was accusing me of dumping commercially.
You were accused in the wrong.
Wrongfully accused.
But I also wasn't given the chance to plead my case in this injustice. I was just told, don't come back.
Now, in his defence, he's thinking, how could one human being, how could one man have so much rubbish?
Yeah, so basically what I had done was store it all in my garage, rather than doing what everybody else has done, which was take their vehicle to the recycling centre multiple times during a period of years.
As a good
I
citizen
would rather save the planet, save the CO2 emissions in my car, and make one trip. And apparently this was not acceptable to this gentleman. So I was told, don't come back here.
So you were actually, so just to be clear on this, and again, without putting too much
as a ratepayer,
you've been banned from a dump.
I don't know if I'm still banned.
Deputy Dave, radio sensation.
I moved out of the Belfast City Council district. I have never been back to a Belfast City Council recycling centre.
Can we get onto the Sunday Life here? This is like a front page.
This sounds like an exclusive.
Is it a bit of an exclusive?
Well,
okay.
That's the story.
Right, okay, that's the story, and and obviously being wrongly accused at a dump is
pretty embarrassing, actually.
You should have just turned around and said, no, I actually am just a bit of a hoarder.
I said this, and it was just like, no, I don't believe you.
At any point, did you consider playing the radio card?
No.
Did you not tell them who you were?
You know what? It didn't really matter, to be honest. When he came over, I was on literally the last thing, unless he was going to make me climb in and pull it all out again.
Because he did know who you are, was the reason why he threw you out of his dump.
Well,
he's maybe heard the show.
All I know is, since I moved to where I live now, I have not had an issue with the local recycling centre.
How did you rebuild your life back after the shame? Because that can't be, as a man just about to be married and have to go back home to your then fiance and explain that you're now a man who has been barred from a dump. She still took you in, she still married you.
Yes, and then allowed me many years later to take her on her first experience to a recycling centre.
Not that one, obviously.
No, we didn't go to that one.
That
I did say to the guy, and this is the strangest thing I've ever said, is, I'll not be back. I'll not be back to your recycling centre.
Like, do you know, and Pretty Woman, whenever Julia Roberts comes back, and she's like, huge mistake.
Huge
I
mistake.
just imagine like Deputy Dave like storming out, being like,
The thing is, you see recycling centres now, it's extremely complicated.
it is. They make it very
Years
difficult.
ago, and I know things have changed with environmental targets and all this stuff, but like it used to be, you just turn up, you fire your stuff in the skip, job done. Now you gotta, if your car's
Book
over
an
3.5
appointment.
meters, you have to book in. If you've got a trailer with more than 2 weeks, like, oh, come on.
But it's extremely complicated for you because apparently you can't even go there without being
I
kicked
wonder is there a
out.
picture of me in the wee hut when you go into
Yeah.
Alexandra
Yeah, like
Park
this
Avenue
man.
Yeah,
recycling
how would they know
centre?
if you like went back?
Yeah, because I've changed my vehicle since then, so I can't use the car, Reg. But,
They probably wouldn't forget that face though.
well, I don't know.
Yeah,
Not
there's
a
one
face you
side.
forget.
The man was doing his
Much as
job,
you may try to forget
but
it.
it was just ridiculous
Well,
set of circumstances.
You have spoken your truth and told your story.
I know
Deputy Dave.
I'm not alone. Someone else is bound to have been wrongly accused by the recycling
It's a
centre.
terrible story. Call in if you were affected by
No,
today's
we're not
story.
turning this
No.
into.
02891 820010. Tell your story.
No, well,
You're
do you know
mixing
what?
this up. This is the biggest show in the country at the weekend.
This
Yeah,
is annoying.
where we apparently quite literally talk rubbish on this show. And the
About
fact
rubbish.
that you actually stormed out of this place and I'll never be back in this dump again.